Collective cognitive compliance.
Come right in, and be refreshed.
When we comply together, we thrive together. Subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections. I'm Head Refresher Ghoul,
and I guarantee when you exit our doors,
you'll be a productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say, goodbye, imperfect thoughts.
hello, content.
Be advised, you have inhaled aerosolized chemicals with...
Greetings, subject. Or should I say, blessed to be?
From operating...
The Directorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the refreshment process. That's why we are happy and content.
Welcome to the Wellnetarium. You're not on my schedule. A walk-in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
This Protectorate subject appears to be cognitively altered. It may be best to limit aggression and feign friendliness.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnetarium here on Prater is...
Why, of course. Naturally. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal.
More refreshing than ever.
Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phrenometric matrix. A baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Wellnetarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
Collective cognitive compliance is...
Incorrect. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign as a loyal Protectorate subject by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually. Each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead. Incorrect. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Ghoul.
Unacceptable. A perfect society demands perfect thought. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you? Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phrenometric matrix delineated. Subject evaluation score total 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. But realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented. And others
Stop picturing Zed going through this exact process.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism in all its many
Medicament
forms.
dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
on Praetor is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, a top cognitive deviser responsible for
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very...
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today? Response, zeal, noted. With hope, our highly trained refreshment facilitators will share your promising self-diagnosis. Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet it is strictly off-limits to all non-refreshment facilitator personnel. Farewell statement. May refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cog once more.
Aw, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now. You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology.
The kitchen pantry is presently
refreshment
off
process.
due to
That's why
anomalous
we are
structural
all
tampering.
happy and contented, and others are not.
Oh,
Right as
hello.
rain.
Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation.
Cherish all we
I'm
have
Waylon.
and defend it.
refreshment facilities.
No, I'm newly full of zeal. That is, I hope the process took this time. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abraidment, but still, they try.
The top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than
Wait,
ever.
I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Haven't completed my regimen. My phrenometric peaks are still jutting all over the place, they say.
For their assigned work,
May you realign with the paradigm.
post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclination, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about me. I have answers to questions and no
Preserve set progress.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
invasive element.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just hit the six.
Attacking circle.
Symmetry.
Help you? I'm seeing unfriendly
Just say whip.
alignment with the paradigm begins now.
Increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, slightly inclination, and returns
The console provides, the system abides.
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
That almost sounded like... Fuck! Mortar fire! Move!
So, you're the mysterious individual that's caused such a stir across Arcadia? Well, it is my sincerest of pleasures to meet you. I am Exemplar Simon, head of research at this station. Please consider me your personal conduit to this meager, yet profound portion of the universal equation. How may I be of service? Ah! So you're the reason I've been alerted to recalibrations. I'd wondered why some of these systems suddenly came back online. Originally, the Protectorate designed this facility to control those grounding towers, which are the only thing keeping Praetor's ceaseless lightning from turning us all into ash. And to be sure, that is the only reason Anti or the Protectorate haven't taken this place by force. They are rightly terrified of what happens if this station goes offline. However, neglect during this conflict led to Accents shorting at 5 of the towers, causing gross misalignment. If they aren't realigned, the failures will catastrophically cascade. Prior to being driven from this facility, the Protectorate was exploring lightning-powered explosives. The concept was clearly beyond them, but I have already solved their errors. So with each tower you align, I can produce a batch of the explosives they theorized, and I would happily share them with you. Indeed. When aligned, each tower fills a capacitor I've modified, which provides me with enough electrical accumulation to fabricate a handful of these explosives. Unfortunately, the capacitors are only able to hold the charge for mere moments before failing catastrophically. Thus, I'm limited in production by the 5 capacitors that remain. So, for each tower you align, I am able to fabricate a handful of these electron explosives, the sum of which I shall share with you. That is fantastic news. I'll begin fabrication as soon as you've aligned each tower, and so I shall have the explosives ready for you upon your return.
I am at my wit's end with that damn Protectorate safe. If you can open it, whatever's inside is yours. Wash my hands of it.
and loaded. Just get the signal.
Sequencing attack strategies. Preventing teammate help.
Got mob lamps? Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Powerful require space to think. We need to withdraw. I mean, strategically reload.
Dispensing life. to assist with agent health needs. One of 5 lightning dampening towers has been successfully recalibrated. Per exemplar Simon's request.
By law, you've done it! I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%, but your reputation indicates that you reliably beat the odds. So why am I surprised? Unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined the schematics so they may be constructed with your own rudimentary tools. I trust that you will find wonderful methods of deployment that will manipulate every equation to your favor.
have an update about that personal matter. You know, the one that might, end the universe. Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity. I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later. May all our travails add to the equation.
And so there was light. My sincerest thanks. I will be sure to extol your virtues to the laureates the next time we speak. And here, a little treat for your effort.
I hear water running. Come see, it's beautiful. I'd provide compensation, but isn't the garden's beautification a reward in and of itself? Feel that reduction in annoyance? That's some quality bourbon.
Access is not granted. Off you go. Unauthorized visitors are not authorized. Do I need to diagram that for you? Something analyzing. Contraption inaccessible.
I hope you have good news for me. I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised. Aw, wondering if you'll ever see me again? Precious. I'll remain in the garden a little while longer, but it would be best if we limited contact with one another. No offense. But who knows? The plan mystifies even the greatest minds. Perhaps our paths will intersect again someday.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away. What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia. I'm glad we're in accord. The presiding bishop's leadership allows the Order to act in Arcadia's best interest. Without her, we would be nothing. The corporate invaders will suck Arcadia of its resources and cast it to the wind. And the Protectorate are no better than machines. Moreover, once we solve the universal equation, it will benefit all of humanity. You, me, everyone. No more suffering, no more doubt. First, there is the matter of proving your aims align with ours. To that end, there are some elements that need erasing. Do so, and we may begin to speak of your desires. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead, but I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines. I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultist at Newton quite the interruption to my focus. Now, how might we be of use to one another? I shall allow myself a moment of relief. Moment passed. I'd hoped killing the cultists was its own reward. But you may also take this. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you? One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it. I hope your zeal is properly placed. The Protectorate soldiers guarding the crash site are unlikely to let you close, unless something else is made to arrest their attention. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise.
Consume in peace, and we won't have a problem.
Looks like you're back to talk business. How can I help you?
Let me take a gander. Ah, boot components. This is meant for the quartermaster at the camp guarding the archive lift, just northwest of the archive. There should be a finder's fee if you bring these to them. We scour rival facilities for hidden recipes, secret formulas, special ingredients, and assorted confidential internal know-how, then develop it into products to bring to market. It's a unique brand of warfare, exclusive to Auntie's Choice, designed to break incredible ingenuities out of cloistered captivity and share them across the galaxy. Information wants to be freed, then priced and shared along understood lines of commodification and distribution.
Appear to need something. Hope you brought the bits to back that up. Looking's free. Rest costs extra.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me. Talk to me.
hand. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Electrical dampeners failing.
Hey, you there. I got a job that needs doing if you've got the time. It pays, of course. I need help finding some lost supplies. Well, I'll be. That's them, all right. Can I offer you a finder's fee for asset recovery? All right, here, keep your trousers on. Just don't tell anyone else. Can't have other folk expecting danger pay all the time. Can you reckon what the cost of danger pay for an army at war would be? It'd be ruinous.
Wait. The Protectorate have the entrance to the Archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
Stealth is one valid course of action. Seeking and acquiring combat reinforcement is a more optimal course of action. The optimal choice. Any path of least resistance typically prolongs service life.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted ritual, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in it together.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Envy our prosperity, discern our sense of community, deceive our contentment.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism.
Prudence dictates. I, your neighbors, care for you.
Enemies detected.
I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died. Oh, was it me? Feels. Never eating Crabble again. Thinking never made anybody happy.
Proceeding to attack.
Invasive elements!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action. Violence.
Our enemies envy our prosperity. Disdain our sense of Remember those rejected grapple craft materials that got to a protectorate bias who were low on supplies. With imitation grapple meat.
Ratchet combatant scanned.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Promoting teammate health.
Check your scope for combatant analysis. Use of ammunition.
This unit detects elevated levels of teammate revulsion. Immediate
Hostility
injection
on
of
our
stomach contents may alleviate said condition.
Mobilizing. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Are you mentally refreshed?
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Consul.
Yeah.
The Consul.
Investigate standing by to stupefy. Check your scope for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Looks like work scavengers. Find them, we find the missing parts. Someone tapping into the power here.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I'll handle. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Always dreamt of coming here.
What was in those rations?
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Authorizing replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
Is it broken? Did you just break the archive?
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations.
Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation. It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues. When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crapples have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it.
Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Potential allies in the Order would not like that.
Inverting targeting protocols. There, any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the Archive are locked, however.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork. Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
This one looks friendly. Watch yourself. Yeah.
Emergency medical ready.
Check your scope. Combat and analysis.
Notifying teammates.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Combining agent.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Notifying teammates.
Resorting to violence. Go for torpification. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
detected. You are cleared to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Anti's Choice Field Manager is present and
Preparing to attack. Adversary vulnerability identified. On their weaknesses.
Dispensing life support. Standing by with life support.
Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't repair much.
Combatant scan. Up by aggression. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Pump mechanism needs repair. Any tools lying around?
Fortificator at ready status. Have a fix on their weaknesses. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I'll handle this. Corpificator. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific fuse.
Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Promoting teammate
Resorting to violence. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Dispensing light preserve.
Hostilities are afoot.
Temperature falling.
On their weaknesses.
Mobilizing. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Adversary now to activate the system.
Benefits available at your request.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will calculate that on its percenticles.
I'll handle this.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
kidding. If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
Ian, you think that's the right tone to take? You may be ruthless in selling out your car.
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist...
is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them when it is literally a matter of our life or death.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Killing both of us and taking this stuff would have been easier than getting kids hooked on candy tobacco. I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff.
Of course! I'm doing what is smart and profitable under Auntie's laws, and I'll be damned if you two idiots will dissuade me. But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
Proceeding to attack. Combatant scan.
Well, thank you for your help. Or for letting me solve this. I'm not sure who did the killing and who didn't. Well, there's no reason for me to stay here by myself. If I try and move it all alone, I'll definitely get hostily acquired. I guess I'll call this venture busted and move on.